Um, I kind of go once a month. Used to have 3 season tickets, and due to David Moyes and one or two other things, I don't go that often. Whoever went today, all the shows I've done, you've seen the 2, 3, 4 shows I've done. Let's let the chat build up anyway. Let's give it a couple of minutes. I'm quick. I'm very, very quick. I'm fuming, but I'm very, very quick off the mark in the show. Let's give it a couple of minutes for all the usual family, West Ham family, to join. It's finished. Yeah, West Ham United 0, Everton 1, and we really get into the cusp of it in a minute. But John, absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right, John. Not mincing your words, mate, which I don't do on this channel, and nor do proper West Ham fans, mate. We're not a channel that sit on the fence, end up saying nothing, and end up saying things like, oh, yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Oh, yeah, pat on the back. Oh, we'll be all right next week. Oh, back to the square. Yeah, just an off day at the office, just a bad day at the office. It'll be all right next time round. It'll be fine. We're not this channel that says wishy-washy bullshit things like, it's all right. It's all right the fans spent fucking 150 quid coming to the match with their kids. It's fine, the trains ain't working. It's fine, we got there. And we've forgotten football. Football's about trying to score a goal, playing the right fucking things now. It's absolutely bullshit, mate. You know, yeah. Is this a channel? Shall I say? Oh yeah, can't do well all the time. Play the Europa game, bit tired. Let's kind of yeah. Let's try again next week. Pat ourselves on the back, and it's an off day. Let's put it behind us and go. No, we don't do that on this channel. We say it the way it is. It's absolute bullshit. So many things to say. We've lost to one of the teams that hardly has any money in the transfer budget. It's the first time I've ever seen Everton attack intent they did from the beginning. They had 3-4 people in and around the penalty area. That tells you what they thought about West Ham in terms of their back four, which is non-existent. And then that tells you a lot about West Ham's intent as the game kicks off in terms of what they want to do. I saw a lot of good things at the beginning. I'm not going to, which I'll go into in terms of the way we look in and around the box. And I'll tell you exactly the biggest problem we've got as well. I'm going to let the chat build up, but I tell you what, I'm not surprised. I just feel sorry for the fans who spend the money. They go out there. They want to be entertained. There's nothing. You can't even score at home to Everton. Why can't you score at home to Everton? Because you fucking didn't buy a striker. Because you didn't buy a striker, and you fucking never have in the last 7-8 fucking windows. And when you have, you stuck up little prick. You fucking wasted them. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but listen, fucking enough is enough. It's absolute bullshit. Everton, the team that usually starts every game with every player behind the ball. The game kicked off, Everton were hunting. They were hunting like foxes and wolves. They knew that the back four, there's no organisation. You can have Bob the Builder between fucking Agard and Zuma. They won't fucking know what's happening. Absolute bullshit. When I have a go at Agard, I have a go at Antonio. There's nothing personal. You saw it out there. Antonio was fucking dog shit. Absolute fucking dog shit. There's nothing out there, Antonio. Absolute bullshit. Fucking hauled it off after 58 minutes. If Moyes pulls you off in the 50-something minute, that fucking tells you something's fucking wrong. Either Moyes has been watching my shows or he fucking knows what's going on, mate. Right? Nothing up front. Agard can't fucking defend. Zuma's a half-decent defender, but next to Zuma next to Agard is fucking shit, mate. You could have driven a coach between the two as and when you need, mate. It's absolutely fucking crap. Steve's in the fucking chat. Steve's right. Antonio, go and fuck off, mate. Go and fuck off, mate. Just fuck off. Fucking offers nothing. Lazy little fucking prick. Doesn't even press defending. Nothing to offer. We're playing handicap with 10 fucking players. Everton could have got 2, hit the bar. There you go again. I told you about Watkins. I told you about fucking Isaac, whatever his name is. I told you about Nunez. There's another striker, Calvin Lewin. Fucking half damaged, probably got 10 screws in his body. That's a striker for you, in case everyone's forgot Mr. Moyes. That's a fucking striker. Look at the skill on him. Look at the finish on him. Look at the way he got between the two dumb and Mr. Dumb defender and scored. That's a striker. That's what you pay for, mate. Danny Ings sitting there, fucking, I don't know what the hell he's doing here, mate. I feel so sorry for Kudos. One or two other players trying. I'm not getting, I don't want to even have a go at Bowen too much. Obviously, I don't think it's his job to fucking do Antonio's job. Bowen's trying to do two people's jobs, like I keep mentioning. It's fucking hard to do. If Bowen, Kudos, Paqueta had a half-decent striker up front, it'll make such a big difference. If someone could marshal the back four, fucking kick Agard out of the team, and Zuma might be alright, half alright, not alright. There's so many things wrong, and how this club didn't sign a striker is fucking incredible. And I could only put it down to Moyes the prick. Stuck up little shit, won a trophy somehow and saying, oh, I know what's best, I don't like a big squad, I don't need a striker, Mickey, my little Mickey this, Mickey that, Mickey fucking mouse, mate, Antonio. It's a fucking joke, mate. I'm going to go into the chat in a minute. I wasn't going to lose it the way I have now. I'm just fucking sick of it now. And I'm sick of, listen, I'm so glad that you guys are always on my page telling me that you agree with what I say. And it all, I don't want to be fucking proved right time and time again. I don't get any joy out of it. It's my club. I want to win. That at home was pathetic. Absolute pathetic. Do you know something, Richie? After I did my channel, mate, I want him gone like you, but listening to some people out there, I think he ain't going to go. I think they're going to let the whole season just be written off. And when you got people like my son who's got a very, very expensive season ticket, what does that say to people like that when you write off the whole season? You write off the whole season. Is that fair? We're in November, December. Well, not in December yet, but is that fair? Is that fair that you're just going to be all right and finish between 10th and 15th? That's absolutely pathetic, mate. I'm not sure now, mate. I don't think that he's going to go. I think he's definitely going to go in the summer, but you're just going to have to ride it out. That's not fair on the money spending public out there, mate. It's hard out there. It's tough out there financially and everything, mate. It's fucking bollocks, mate. Listen, mate. Everton, the most team with hardly any money, in crisis, financial fair play. Hats off to Sean Dyche, mate. Hats off to him. With nothing, no backing, hardly. One or two people over the line, a few on loan. Every game you watch in Everton, everyone, Cosmos, their biggest ambition is to just get 1-0 over the line. But today, they knew we're playing a shit team and the way they're set up. From the whole, I've never seen Everton like this, where 3-4 people up front, away from home, near the edge of the area, consistently. So they knew this is our day. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, you know. I'm going to go into it, some of the notes that I put down, but I just want to get a feeling in the chat, because that's what this channel's about. It's interacting with you guys. It's not about doing stupid videos without you involved. Get it home and done. It's all about interaction. Absolutely right, Bill. Absolutely right, mate. At least dog shit, you can kind of use it as horse fucking manure or dog manure and use it in your fucking plants, and it's useful, isn't it, mate? It's fucking worse than that, mate. Ruby, hope you're doing. I'm on the red label today, mate. Johnny Walker red label. It's gonna get me a bit pissed, mate. Absolutely fucking fuck, mate. Absolutely fucking fuck, mate. What it was, Steve, I think I was messing about with my mic, mate. I was getting so animated, mate. I'm gonna put it a little bit away. I'm not gonna touch the wires, and hopefully that'll work. And let me know in the chat. Steve was right. Listen, Steve is one of those fans who been watching since the John Lyall days. He's seen David Cross, he's seen Paul Goddard, he's seen Tony Cottee, Frank McAvenny, DeCanio, John Hartson, Paul Kitson, Arnie, all those people, and we fucking ended up with Antonio, mate. It's fucking... Listen, even a rubber duck's useful in the bath, innit? Fuck's sake, mate. Absolutely, Steve. Kudos. Kept it, hardly lost it, tried to make things happen, mate. Got really unlucky in one or two situations. Slowly, the player's just going to lose heart, ain't he, mate? Slowly, mate. You can't... If you're ambitious, you can't go into a season without a striker. And I still stick to my guns. West Ham's DNA. I still think Paqueta's best use of CDM, even though he tried a lot of good things out there. We haven't got a playmaker. Paqueta is not a number 10 playmaker. He's amazing in a lot of ways, and I think I can use him better. We haven't got a number 10. player who pulls the strings, someone like Maddison, someone like Odegaard. I know they're great players, and I'm looking really high up, but I'm just talking about, someone like that. We haven't got striker. So what the hell are you trying to achieve? The wingers have got enough things to do in their lives than trying to do two people's jobs. Absolutely, mate, Steve. Absolutely, Daniel. We can have a go at Antonio. We can have a go at all these other players, mate. It's to do with the manager. And like I said, Daniel, he's been in charge. He's probably one of the 2-3 who's been in charge the longest in the league. So he's had like 7, 8, 9 windows to look at. We've got 8 players out of contract in the summer. No striker. How can you keep fucking overlooking that my fucking Mickey Mouse Antonio? It ain't working, mate. The man is a fucking shit. He doesn't press. He's a lazy little fuck. I don't care if there's physically something wrong with him. I just got to say it the way I call it. I've got nothing personal against him, and I thank him for his record in the past fucking since he's been here. But at the moment, I've got to say it the way it is. He's shit. He's not a striker. I feel sorry for the wingers or anyone trying to make anything happen. It's such an important position. It's not like rugby. Rugby, listen, yesterday, what a final, yeah? Rugby's got 15 people. You can cover 1 or 2, 1 gets sent off, right? We are playing with 10 men. That's a big ask, right? And that particular person who's not there is the one who scores goals. That's how you win games. We've fucking all forgotten that. Since becoming West Ham fans under Moyes, we've forgotten what it's like to have a striker who can hold it up. But then we haven't, because when you look at Watkins, when you look at Nunes, when you look at Isaac, when you look at, Lewin, are you envious? Are you jealous? Yes, sir, I am. Fucking even Mopay, I don't give a shit. You shit last year. Just fucking anyone who technically is by trade a striker. Yeah? Solanke's fine. He's got 6, 7 goals already. People are sticking their nose up at him. He's fine. Haven't we got the clout as a club to buy Bournemouth fucking striker? Come on. Fucking hell, mate. He got taken off, Bill. For me, I see the game clearly, mate. And for me, like I said on my tactical show, 2 CDMs, there's 3 people in there fighting for me. Long term, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, Paqueta. 3 has to fit into 2. I don't care who gets dropped out. In the interim, I'll put Ward-Prowse as number 10 and put Paqueta at the back. Interim. But you got to look for that next Maddison. You got to look for that next skillful player out there. I don't give a shit. And a striker. No, not even talking about the fullbacks, mate. It's got to get fixed, right? Even after all the money we've spent, a couple of good windows we've had in terms of money, we're 3-4 short, mate. Mavropanos, drop our guard. I got my doubts, but let's give the boy a chance, right? I'm not going to say too much about that, but it's not good. It's not good, mate. Sniffer, how you doing, mate? Cheers to you, mate. Johnny boy, definitely, mate. Let me start from the back, mate. Can you not hear us, mate? Let me just try the audio. Can you hear me now? No? Oh, you can't hear me? Seriously? If I pulled a fucking plug or something, have I? Let me check. Let me come in and out. Hang on. Let me just hide and come back in again. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now or not. Let me test the mic as well. I can do that. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. West Ham Eyes channel. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. West Ham Eyes channel. Should be right now, mate. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me or not. Some people can't hear me. Let me know. Am I? That's odd, isn't it? Let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'll completely change it and stick my old. I might stick my old headphones in there. Yeah, let me know. I'll probably stick these in there, then, mate. Give me a chance. Let me know though before I do it. Can you hear me or you can't hear me? Let me know. Can you hear me? Someone in the chat, let me know. In the chat, let me know, someone. Steve, let me know if you can hear me, mate. Come on, you naughty people. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Then I'll change my earphones, mate. I might put these... Oh, you can hear me. Thank God for that, Steve. Cheers, mate. I don't know what happened there, mate. But basically, what I was saying is, you can't carry on without a striker. You can't carry on... Sorry, mate. Fucking hell, mate. I'm pissed off, upset, and then I've got this microphone shit. You can't go into season after season without a striker, or season after season buying a striker. It's obviously there's something going on between, is it your signing, is it not? The quicker David Moyes goes, the better, because then the technical director will install a manager that he wants or thinks is good, and he can work with him, and when the window opens, there's no fucking about. They're all on the same page, the owner, the technical director, the manager, and away we go back to fucking normality, mate. You could say a lot of things about Harry Redknapp. We played fucking good football, and the boy used to sign players when we were in the shit, yeah? We've forgotten what it's to like signing players without being a pain. You got fucking 120, 30 million in your pocket burning, as an example, this window. And we thought it was the hardest thing in the world to spend it, and it took so long. We were just dying, weren't we? It's so painful with David Moyes over everything. It's painful to attack. It's painful to play good football. It's painful to spend a penny. It's painful during the transfer window. 8-9 windows, we're all fucking had enough. I've got a migraine now anyway, just watching it. I'm just sick of it. And football was meant to be fun growing up. Watch goals, have a laugh. Or we weren't never in it for a fucking trophy, were we? We were in it for entertainment. What more excites a fan than signing players and striker scoring goals and a bit of skill on the wing? We've forgotten what it's like to enjoy. What do we watch? I'm not saying it today because I thought, I don't know if he's been watching my shows or something, but we did set up a bit better than before. So that means we were a bit more, like, we didn't have 8 people around the penalty area defending at the beginning. We were a little bit more spread out. But the issue was that Antonio was shit. He's non-existent. So that's a big handicap. And Everton had confidence from the beginning. They knew we got a chance here. And they were kind of really, like, trying Deco, good player. Calvert-Lewin got a lot of time for him, like Callum Wilson, all those people. Not going into the injury records, but they're proper strikers, mate. Proper strikers, the movement, the gambling, the finishing, how clever they are, play off the cuff. They know how to get in between 2 shitty centre-backs. Do you know what I mean? You've forgotten all that, It's absolutely crap, mate. That's it, mate. Hope you're doing good, mate. BNNNNM. I wonder, Phil, mate, but I hope you're doing good, mate. Good to see you, mate. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying Black Label, mate. Mrs. made some chicken tikka in the kitchen. Going to enjoy that in a minute. But listen, Cosmos, how many more times are you going to say this? When I do my videos with you intelligent guys, it's simple, isn't it, mate? Even including Steve, all full of knowledge, all full of experience. I don't care what happens at any other club. Our DNA, I'm going to keep banging on about it, is about entertainment. One-touch football, quick football, trying to score goals. And if we lose 4-3, we fucking lose 4-3. But I'll go off the pitch like that. We lose 4-3 and we've tried our best. We put our foot in. We ran our heart out. And we just got unlucky. I'll stand up and I'll applaud them and say, on the month, I got entertained. Right? We start off with that level. But we've had a lot of money. We've got £65,000 stadium. We were meant to be different when we move in. I know we won a trophy. I get that. And thank you, Mr. Moyes, for that. But the league since fucking last year and whatever. Which team with ambition is going to lose 1-0 at home to Everton? And your striker's got pulled off 15, well, so-called striker. Nothing going on in there. You've got, I think Kudus' transfer value on his own is probably more than Everton's budget last 3 years added up together. It's a fucking joke, mate. Absolute joke, mate. I heard Ben Rama missed a good chance at the end. All that, What about now, Sniffy? Am I right, mate? It's probably, I do need to change platforms, mate. I will get around to it. I will definitely get around to it, my man. I definitely will. Mate. I fucking pay for full HD and it doesn't come out that clear. Give me a couple of days. I will definitely sort it out, mate. Steve's been banging on about it, like me. Absolutely right, mate. This form goes back to last season. It's a joke, mate. It's a joke. It's got to that level. And you might agree with me, he does not want to have a chance. He hasn't got the confidence. He doesn't want to be called out by the fans. The worst thing you can do to Antonio is if he accidentally finds himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he ain't going to score. You know he ain't going to score. But he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. He'd rather hide in the corner, have a few ice creams. It ain't my business, mate. And go and hide somewhere, mate. You know? That's it, mate. That's the problem, mate. Salamat malam. How you doing, matey? New person on the scene. Justin. Yeah, I mean, what it is, I don't know if it's a new thing with all the fans, Justin, but you're not really allowed to go to the training ground anymore. It's all secret. You're not allowed to watch. Kids wait for the autographs and the players with their big 4x4s just ignore most of the people, splash the rain and fuck off. A few people put their window down, I get it, but it's all changed now, isn't it? Back in the day, you could piss about, watch a few things, record a few things. But when that goes back to Berkovic, Hearts and the kick in the head, I think after that, the club got a bit funny about it, saying, listen, mate, but on a serious note, I think we're in around the bottom 10, whatever. Ninth, I think, just about. But it's much more than that. The story is deeper than that. It's not about the position. It's about no striker, wasting attacking players, and the David Moyes record with attacking midfielders, wingers and strikers. Only Gerard Bowen has more or less worked out for him. And he's a one-off. He's a one-off guy he's a gladiator, right? But apart from that, all the players like 11, 15 attacking players like Ben Rama, Vlasic and Skamaka and Haller and blah, 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 they've all failed. I don't think they failed. I mean, half of them, but come on, you should have given them a chance. So what is the point of every summer trying to pretend we're going to buy a striker? What is the point? What is the point, mate? Steve, you should have just changed your phone when you were in Cornwall, mate. Then we sort you out next time, mate. You sort you out. Greetings from Indonesia. How you doing? Java, you from Java, mate? Good lad. Moy, that's a long name, mate. But you're absolutely right, mate. Listen. Oh, mate, it's drab, isn't it? It's proper drab. Atmosphere was quiet. Everton could have got a second. Calvert Lewin hit the bar. I mean, I'll catch up with the chat in a minute. I'm just going to look at my notes. 4th minute, Antonio missed controls. 6th minute, fullback halfway line. Yeah, it's a good thing. So after 6 minutes, I noticed that Krasi and Kufal were near the halfway line, which is really good to see. Instead of 4 flat, then 4 flat ahead of them. So you got half the team in the penalty area defending. I like that. It's a good shape. So I'm just being honest. This channel always appreciates when they're wrong. So after 7 minutes, I thought it was a good intense shape. But I was surprised by Everton. They are there they knew there's a points in this game. You know what I mean? Paqueta lost it, 28 minutes. Good piece of skill, Paqueta, Bowen, couple of wasted chances, 23 minutes, and then I've written Everton are going for it, which I don't really see away from home. They were hunting. They knew there's something up. Calvert Lewin turning Agard inside out. Good finish after 50 minutes. Antonio subbed off 56 minutes. Paqueta and Alvarez, ladies and gentlemen, got yellow cards. They're not going to be playing in the next game, which I think is Brentford. I could be wrong. Yeah, Steve was in India. Steve went to New Delhi. Had a good time, didn't he, mate? Steve loves a curry. Cosmos. Danny Ings, complete waste. Vlasic, complete waste. Skamaka, complete waste. Haller, complete waste. Filippo Anderson, complete waste. Banrama, struggling. Fornells, struggling. How many players, mate? Kera, nothing personal. If you're not going to play in the first 11, what is the point? And I go back to the chairman's. It's the chairman's money. The owner's money. If my money's been, I don't want to say the naughty word, SP ... up in the air. What do you expect, mate? And then kudos. How long before he loses heart? You can tell how good he is. He hardly loses it, but when you haven't got nothing to play off, you look up. If you're in his position, strikers are so important. I told you. They make a run between the centre-backs. You clip it over. Paqueta tried it a couple of times. There's no one there. And Bowen, listen, Bowen's trying to do two people's jobs. He's trying to do Tony's job as well. It's hard. Bowen's a half-decent lad. He's a one-off. He's a commando, but it's just getting me depressed, mate. I'm just sick of it now. I'm just sick. I'm just glad I gave my season ticket. I wasted. Listen, it's expensive in this economy. The cost of living, it is a problem. Lucky I didn't go because the Crossrail, apparently trespassers have blocked it. It's things like that. I went to the Sheffield United game. It took me 3 hours to get home, 2 hours to get to the game. For what? I mean, we won, but fucking hell, mate, you know. Everyone's wiped Sheffield United up with their arse. We won 2-0, which is all right. Mr. E. Davis, hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you're doing good, my man. Harry's got a fresh view. Welcome, Harry. Welcome, Harry. No, what it is with Antonio, Harry, and if he's physically not up for it, it's not my problem. The man doesn't run through the channels. The man doesn't gamble. The man doesn't get into space. The man doesn't press when the back four got the ball. Defending starts from the front, my man. He doesn't press full stop. Have a look at Son. Have a look at Harry Kane. Have a look at all these teams that we meant to look up to, how they play. Even have a look at Arsenal, Spurs, who we hate. They're always running. They're pressing, defending. When they haven't got the ball, they harass you for the ball. They give you half a second on the ball. When they're attacking, there's 4 or 5 people in the box. When they're defending, everyone's at the back. I get it. They're going to get burnt out after 2 years, but that's not my problem. But Antonio hasn't got the legs, my man. He'll be a very good impact sub or one of the 3 behind the main striker. At the moment, as a striker, Harry, Antonio's not offering nothing, mate. If David Moyes has taken Antonio off after 56 minutes and he never does nothing before the 73rd minute, that's telling you something. But I love your views, respect your views. Thank you for coming in. But the channel's all about views and we don't fuck about. But thank you, mate, for kind of coming on anyway. And I respect your views. Don't know about demolish me, but yeah, it's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good. He's kind of the wrong end of the 30s, isn't he, Stevie? I mean, I keep banging on about him, mate. If we had younger... Every other team knows how to invest in full-backs, stroke wing-backs. They're the ones, how you change formations. How you do 4-3-3, how you do 4-2-3-1, and how you do with 3 central defenders and 2 wing-backs. You know, if we haven't got young... stamina, good engine-based wing-backs or full-backs, you're limited, mate. I mean, what was it? Ben Johnson's going to come in at one point, was he? He's had a tough time, the kid. He's not really up for it at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Pam mentioned that in the other show, mate. I've got to go into it. I don't know a lot about Frank, but... And we got to have the ambition, but our owners have never installed a manager where you've had to pay money for. All the managers we've had, and I keep telling you guys, and Brighton have consistently said, Brentford consistently say, we sell 3 players a season for 100 million. We don't give a shit. Here's the fucking keys. Take them. Because we ain't got the next 2 ready due to scouting systems. What West Ham do, especially players, even more managers, we don't know. So when we sack a manager, we kind of do it half-heartedly. We fucking waste as much time as we can because we don't have anyone lined up. We don't have the knowledge, right? So if we do suddenly sack a manager because he's lost 6 in a row, what we're going to do? We're going to look at all the managers that are being sacked and are out of work because we don't have to pay for them. That's our choice. And someone we all know something about, Rafa, aging Rafa or aging someone else. We're never going to get that exciting, young... where you put a chance on him, attacking new philosophy manager, you know, all that kind of thing that no one's heard of. Like the Brighton manager, no one fucking knew who he was, right? Or the one before that, right? Because we don't have the knowledge. We don't have the scouts. Sullivan does not believe in investing for the future, whether that's due to his age or the way he's thinking. That's why we haven't got training ground. That's why he doesn't invest in the academy. That's why no one's coming through. No one's being given a chance. Rice was a freak. Sullivan says for every £10 million you spend on a training ground, facilities, an academy, only 1 in 55 is going to come through. That's out of Sullivan's fucking mouth. I know it's a good few years ago he said that. That's what he's saying. And you can say in the chat what you think. For me, I think we've got to look at that side. Essex is a big county. We've got to be more clever about it. Even an amateur like me knows, set up a scout in every continent. Brazil, Argentina, you need 1 or 2 in there straight away, right? Portugal, look, the most amount of money in the world people make from selling players is Benfica and Sporting Lisbon. Put 2 in fucking Lisbon then, you know? And it's nothing to do with raising the price of season tickets. How much does a scout cost? Not that much when you think about it. Not that much. Seriously. It's like if a player wants 150 grand a week and you say, would he take 130? The saving 20 grand a week times 52 weeks in the year, you'll get 3-4 scouts for that. Use ex-players as scouts. Stop fucking using them in the lounges, the private lounges, right? They're wasted there. They got so much more to offer the club than fucking going around shaking hands. Listen, that means a lot to me as well. Have a photo with Tony Gale now, I don't mind. But flex it about. Use Tony Gale, use Mark Ward, use fucking Martin Allen. Use them as scouts. They got the knowledge. They know the club. They know the DNA of the club. Fucking get Ian Bishop back from Miami, Florida. They know. Use ex-players. Even Phil Parks is getting on a bit. Use ex-players as scouts and coaches, please. Joe Cole wanted a fucking job, right? Kevin Keane, get him more involved, more close. I know he's there. Use people like that. Fucking hell, seriously, mate. Everything needs to get looked at. Because everything is there in terms of what we got one of the biggest fan bases in the fucking country, right? We're going day in, day out, sell out, day in, day out. We've got the highest sellout percentage of any club going out there. Nearly 99.9% sell out every bloody game. So we're doing our bit. We turn up despite the cost of living, despite the club being based in one of the poorest boroughs, Newham, in the country. We're still going there. And it's not an enjoyable fucking experience, you know. It's getting better, I get it. Again, I always fair when I see things. Slightly bad, a few pie mash shops around there, a few 1 or 2 other things. But we're doing our bit. The club needs to do their bit. That means spending the money wisely. You just can't keep buying players and you got 30% success rate. I don't know what the percentage success rate is at other clubs, but my show showed it's about 30% with us. You know, every 100 million we spend, 70 million's going down the piss hole, down the drain. It's wasted. I've got nothing against Vlasic and people like that, but and Haller and Skamaka, and I don't know if they would have scored 30 goals a year, but they didn't even get a chance. You've got to give us a player a whole season at least. And if they need trouble, put your arm around them, put the coaches, help them. It's hard moving to a new country, help the family. None of that is going in. And then, and more or less, I can guess now, and I hate guessing, when we sign a player, David Moyes doesn't even want to talk to them. And Nana is an example where, more or less, I kind of found out. We spoke to Nana, you know, as a CDM, because we knew Rice is going. Because you know that last season, well, we didn't know for sure, but Rice told Sullivan, 1 more season, I'm out, boss. So we didn't buy someone like Nana last season, right? And Nana opted to sign for Lampard's Everton when we were in Europe. You imagine that you can't motivate a Nana to sign for West Ham ahead of Everton. You fucking tell me the alarm bells are ringing. I don't care that Nana's a greedy little shit, whatever he is. That's not on. Because I heard David Moyes says things like, if a player is not sure about joining West Ham, I don't want to talk to them. They should know what they're coming into. I don't think he even talks to them. Where I keep telling you about the John Lyle examples of Harry Redknapp. He's like, oh, I'd love to sign you, ring him up. Oh, this is what you do for me. I think Moyes doesn't talk to anyone. He doesn't influence anyone to come to the club. If they accidentally end up at a club, I think that technical director, Stedner, he did most of it. Alvarez said that. Kudo said that. They go, yeah, we spoke to him and he sold us a good idea, good project. Because I think Chelsea were after him very close. The deal got done, then something else happened, and something else happened. Then they got busy chasing that Kakeda, whatever that Brighton guy is, right? But this is what you're hearing. David Moyes is such a stuck-up prick. He's got no time to Sit down and tell him how proud he is of West Ham, the tradition, what we will do for you, how you will fit in. It's a fucking shit show, mate. And John Lyle, a lot of people like Mark Ward, David Cross, they never. I'm not saying they didn't want to sign for West Ham. They were a little bit unsure. And John Lyle used to go around their house with his assistant, sit down with the wife, sit down with the player, explain how much they wanted him, how much they could do. And once the player joined, John Lyle personally used to drive them all around fucking Essex, make sure they got a nice house on the right side of town, in a nice family area, well settled, make sure the wife's happy, because this is what people used to do. And I don't care if it's fucking old fashioned or what. I'm just telling you, listen, David's done all right, whatever, we ain't going to go down, it's solid foundation, but fucking hell, mate, we need a bit more than that. You know, we need a bit more than that. It's the whole picture, isn't it? Yes, Antonio's fucking shit, but he doesn't want to play up front as well. Again, I'm trying to be fair to Antonio. He doesn't want to play up front. You can see. He wants to just play on the fucking wing. He's 33 nearly. You know, do you know what I mean? And him keep doing it. He's just fucking going to have a go at him every show. Absolutely fucking mad. Sharky, I hope you're doing good, mate. Tommy, all I can say is, mate, you're in a chat with me, all you lot, and then you didn't go. If you did go, that's £100 down the fucking drain, isn't it, mate? The cost of the train journey, the fucking £15 burger, the £10 pint of beer, the flat beer that they pour already like an hour before kickoff. Fucking hell, mate. At least the popcorn's good, though, isn't it? The fucking popcorn's good, though. Can't knock that, mate. Marky, how you doing good, Mark? We set up in the right way, Mark, but striker's a problem, my man. Big problem. Big handicap today again, mate. You know, what I liked, Mark, was that, yeah, I've never seen it before, but Kufal and Cressy were on the halfway line. You know, like Robertson and Arnold. I like that. But yeah, it's one or two. Yeah, Everton, we're gonna get you, mate. We're gonna get you, mate. But yeah, you're right. But a couple of things were good at the beginning, but due to Antonio, nothing personal, Antonio, nothing personal, but he's not a striker, and we're suffering big time, my man. And when we keep seeing on the opposition side that their striker is a striker, even half injured, even half fit, coming back after 69 years out with 2 fucking metal knees. It kills me. It suffers me. I love strikers. Callum Wilson is a fucking cunt, but man, he's a striker in poetry. Even yesterday, we follow football. I keep saying, especially your children, to score goals. When a goal happens, we're in bliss. We're in heaven. And when a striker scores a goal like today and another one, there's nothing like it in the whole world. Obviously, some of you are defenders by trade or part-time. We like a good tackle. Of course we do. Last-minute tackle, proper tackle. But VAR has largely killed that off. But when there's a through ball, a couple of things I like. Ben, proper through balls from the number 10, splits the defence in half. Striker read it before. DNA, got on the end of it. Fucking class finish in the corner. That's football, mate. That's football. Not like, let's stick 7 people behind the ball. Let's limit the chances. Let's fucking think about scoring after 70 minutes. Mate, the fans haven't paid money for that. And I am seriously, I think I'm getting a migraine, mate. Seriously, mate. But I'm going to go for the chat now. Hope you're good, mate. Long time. God bless you, son. Don't know what happened. I think I started smashing the wires of the microphone. I get so excited. Even like the microphone, I can't even keep that steady. I'm moving this way, I move that way, I start punching that way, I go that way. I'm all over the place, mate. One of the other channels that I'll be like, yeah, mate. I'm just get too fucking vocal, mate. I'll tell you a funny story, right? I hate Liverpool. I hate Chelsea. That 3-2 victory at Liverpool, I'll give you an example, Derek. When Zuma scored the winner, you know, a couple of years ago, oh my God. I usually know the people around me. I grabbed that fan there. I grabbed that fan. I smashed their heads together. I ran up the fucking turnstiles. We grabbed the next fans. Fucking get in there. That's what it used to be about, mate. Even Masuaku, that goal against Chelsea, is so weird. No one in the ground knew what just happened, nor did Masuaku. That winner at Chelsea. Oh, mate. Love that. Sweet moments. Yeah, I think the setup was all right. For me, it's a striker and Agard. The two things I keep saying, Cosmos, Agard can't defend, my man. It's really bad. I'm telling you. I get a lot of the people who from that Middle East region, North Africa. That's fine, but just be honest with yourselves. Always be honest in your life. If my son was Agard, I'd still fucking never go. Say, what the hell's going on? You've just got to see it the way you say it. Oh, nothing personal against any player, anyone. Never. I'll say it the way it is. Agard is fucking piss poor, mate. He can't defend. He's making Zuma look really bad now as well. As a striker, like Sean Dyche, very cunning, very clever manager, he knew that was a problem. He goes, let's attack them. Dakor and Lewin, get in between. They don't know who they're mocking, mate. Let's go at them. It could have been 3-0, mate. They found a few spaces there, mate. That's the reasons for me, Cosmos. Intent was there, man. In terms of... You probably watched my video, Cosmo. I'm not showing off. Remember I kept saying we keep playing 8-9 people behind the fucking ball near the penalty area. Let's split up. Let the back four defend clearly, give them room. CDMs play in that circle where you're meant to be, and we take it from there, right? And I think the issue today was Agard defending and one or two others and Antonio. So both ends of the pitch, innit, my man? And with Ward-Prowse, Alvarez and Paqueta, none of them is a number 10. So for me, out of those three, 2 has to go into the CDMs, 1 has to drop out. And we've got to go back in the market to get a striker, to get a proper Madison type number 10 and replace Agard and fucking do fullback. So there's still a lot of work to be done, Cosmos, for the new manager, my man. You know, and I don't know if we've got another Rice to sell for 100 million. I doubt it. There's a lot of problems for me. I think comfortably we're not going to go down for a couple of year seasons. But if that's enough for people on the back of what you've seen to finish between 9th and 12th, that used to be Crystal Palace, isn't it, Cosmos? Fucking hell, mate. Stevie, baby. Got to catch up with you, Steve. Let's try to get together next week, innit, mate? If we do a show. We've got a lot to say, haven't we, mate? Yeah, but Ballon... See, owner's not wasting the money, or is he? He's giving like most of the Rice money to the manager and whoever, and I don't know, mate. Kudos is a good signing, but who's to say that his confidence ain't going to dwindle when he looks around him and he sees Tweedledee, Tweedledee, and Dummer, Mr. Dummer, and you know, a lot of these players. A lot of these players ain't really that bad, mate, and Kudos is no way bad. You know, Chelsea and a lot of big teams are looking at him. Oh, man, matey. Sharky! Oh, okay, fair enough. Listen, anyone, mate, anyone with half decent... I have to play good football, Sharky. That's my biggest thing. I don't care about anything else. The intent to organise, to excite, put on really interesting coaching sessions... Be very animated and passionate on the touchline like the West Ham fan. It's a different DNA. We're not Fulham. We don't sit there with a pencil in our top pocket and all those things, mate. Someone out there trying to knock my fucking wall down. I'm joking, mate. Some little... Yeah, sorry, a lot of things going on. The Cricket World Cup, India playing England. Very interesting game going on, mate. Bill, no, Bill, I'm going to leave the midget out of it. I don't know, Bill ain't a midget. No, Bill, leave the midget alone. He's getting on a bit, mate. He's got a new bird, mate. Leave him alone. He's busy. Does he go to the matches anymore? They don't show him, do they? No. He's given all the much money. Look at the money he spent last 2-3 windows, and look at how many players David has got anything out of. It's the manager for me, mate. It's the manager. Alexander the Great. Hope you're doing good. Absolutely correct, my man. Yeah, Steve, you're not far off, mate. And that's not really... Doesn't say a lot. And what makes it worse, Steve, is that when you see Arsenal and Tottenham doing, well, unbeaten, the only 2 unbeaten teams, I think, in the league, hurts that bit more, doesn't it, mate? Hurts that bit more. Well, Chelsea, everyone's beating Chelsea, aren't they, Paul? Hope you're doing good, my man. Chelsea, everyone's beating Chelsea, everyone's beating Brighton, isn't it, mate? Absolutely right, mate. But then, I tell you what, let me go back to Paul's comment. Paul, you know the Brighton game, which is right, someone told me, you know the number of saves that Areola made in that Brighton game? We could have lost that game, you know? So that's what I kept saying, the luck's running out now. You know, we used to defend deep, but shot after shot after shot. was coming and kept just missing a few centimetres here and there. But now it's going in, mate. So the luck has caught up with us, mate, you know? Thomas, how you doing, my man? Yeah, half decent players, but absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. Yeah. Whoa, that Braithwaite, mate. He was built like a brick, wasn't he, mate? Jesus, I'm after a new security guard. Need a little body. You know when I'm with Weatherspoons and you got Steve being dangerous for me, mate. You need a little Braithwaite, little bodyguard in there, mate. He's a brick, built like a brick, innit, mate? Who remembers Mickey? I bet Steve remembers Mickey Roy from Chelsea. Whoa, I don't remember him. Too young for that. But listen, some of the things I've learned about. What a big guy. I think Harry. I think you're right. I think Antonio would be good as an impact sub, and then rotate him. Don't play one game. Playing the next game as one of the three. If you're really obsessed with 4-2-3-1, one of the three, or in 4-3-3, one of the three behind a striker, or in a 4-3-3, one of the ones on the side in, my man. Don't play him up front. Don't play Dennings up front by himself. Don't play Antonio by himself up front. There are players that can play up front by themselves. I mentioned because sometimes he's Jazzy, you waffling on. But have you got any like names? Yeah, Solanke. You can play Solanke up front by Calvin Loon when he's fit. Fucking forgotten now. There's a couple of other players I was talking about, wasn't it? Yeah, Broja when he's fit. Half of them fucking all injured. It's a hard position to play, isn't it? But there are players out there that are mobile. They offer you 9-10 goals a season, 5 assists. But the more important than that, they're team players. They offer you something. You can play it off them. They hold it up. They're on left. They're on right. And when you put them through, because we do create a lot of chances, other strikers at other teams get nothing. They get scraps. Slanky scored 6-7 times already. You know, they're fight of scraps, mate. Bloody hell, Paul, was it that much, mate? That's 10%. I'll charge 10% of that. Absolutely right, Steve. Nothing personal, like you said, against Antonio, but in that position, in that performances going back last 24 months, absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. Alan, how you doing, mate? I hope you're doing good, mate. Lynn's come up. Lynn, you right? It's getting that way. It's getting that. You're going to see a lot of empty seats, I think, next couple of games, I think. Absolutely right, Ogum. Clive, how you doing, man? West Ham, supposed to be a big club with a big team. Clive, you got to blame David Moyes. The money was there. The money was there to buy a striker. They flew out for the third time to speak to En-Nesyri, the Moroccan striker who plays for Sevilla. 3 times he said no. We flew out there. We met him on the posh marina somewhere in a restaurant. We had a chat with him, 1 or 2 others. But Moyes, a stuck-up prick, said, I'm happy what I've got. My Mickey Mouse Antonio, that's all I want. The blame for all of this, more than any player on the pitch, lies in David Moyes' feet. He's been in charge for 7-8 windows, 3-4 years, no striker, and when a striker has come in, for one reason or another, the manager has not got nothing out of it. He keep going back to Mickey. It's embarrassing. A club in our position, a trophy-winning club, 60, 62, 63,000 stadium, and you got people like Creswell in our team as left back. You fucking having a laugh. Nothing personal. Creswell, left back starting at West Ham. Antonio, 33 Antonio up front. That says it all for me when you look at what other teams. When you look at Villa, you look at Newcastle, you look at Spurs, you look at Arsenal. It's a joke, mate. You laugh at Chelsea? Fucking hell, mate. What's he spent, $1 billion in 6 months? Well, sooner or later they're going to find the right ingredient, aren't they? Yeah, Ray, we're not going to go down. I say. Yeah. But that's not what we should be talking about, is it, Ray? We shouldn't be talking about that. Yeah. I mean, the thing with Krezi, Audi, is he's so clever and crafty, and only fullback who will never ever take on the opposing winger and fullback and cross it in. He's the only fullback that doesn't attack, doesn't take on anyone physically, running with it with his pace or tackles. So what he does, he's just a body there, waits for the ball, someone to pass it to him, and then he's good at set pieces and corners. That's his. That is how he's carried himself in the last. And then we got something out of him when there was three centre backs, wasn't it? And he's one on the left, but I think, and he wanted to go to Wolves. Danny Ings wanted to sign for Everton, and because of our laziness and our undecisiveness of David Moyes to select a striker, Ings had to stay with us. Krezi had to stay with us. Otherwise, we still have Dawson. Nothing personal again, but listen, you can never go to Tottenham. They've got a new goalkeeper, a new CDM. They got a new number 10. Blah, blah, blah. Had to replace Harry Kane, one of the best strikers on the land. There you go. Arsenal. Good season. Didn't win anything, but spent a lot of money, but went at it again, aggressively, and going to go again in the window. Examples of what you should do. Liverpool lost all their midfield, rebuilt again. You know? You go out again, mate. You go out again. Peter, mate, I wouldn't say no to that, mate. I wouldn't say completely gone again. You've got to be a bit calmer, but I'd say buy really good two strikers who are strikers and always have that option to play two up front. I'm very traditional. A very traditional guy. There's not many like Danny Ings. You'll be really good in the two. But if you're not going to play two up front, then sell him for his benefit and for our benefit. Right? It's a very simple game, isn't it, Paul? When we used to grow up playing in the playground. 4-4-2, it was good enough for Alex Ferguson. It's good enough for everyone, right? Glenn Hoddle brought that sweeping system in, that diamond formation. I thought diamond's what you wear in your ring, but people just follow one player got a tattoo, they all got fucking tattoos. One bought a Land Rover, they all fucking bought a Land Rover. I'm one of those, I never follow the crowd. Go back to simplicity, start off with 4-4-2, which means back four, self-explanatory. Left winger, right winger, cuts in, got skill on him. One CDM in the middle, total CDM, Billy Bonds type, David Batty type, bite your knees type, Alvarez type, and the other one, I know there's not a lot more of them, but a CDM stroke player. So Paqueta, perfect. Not many of them, we got him. Like an Ian Bishop type, a John Wonker type, a Jeff Pike type, who can play it and tackle as well. Best of both worlds. Spray it left, spray it right, spray it short, spray it long, and then two up front. One little, one big. Why are people so stuck up with the idea? It'll work. It'll work. But what we got now, fucking wingers and strikers. If that works for you, that's fine, but just buy players that fit that model. Don't buy Danny Ings who plays with two and then say you're going to play in one. Fucking hell. Why would you do that? He's not big enough in height or stature or anything to do that. If I can see it's a fucking why can't they? It's not that simple to work out. Don't play a winger up front. Wingers are for the wing. Defenders are to defend. You've got to think about 2-3 formations as a manager that you want and a playing philosophy that you understand fits a club model, is what you said at your job interview with the fucking chairman, and buy players accordingly. Get a scouting system in place. There are players out there for every position, for every request, every want you got. But we are. Sorry about that. I fucking knocked the mic again. But the things, and on top of that, you got man-manage the players. Ben Rama, badly man-managed. Substitute after substitute after substitute after substitute. You can't do that. You can't do that with players. You can't do that. You got to put faith in players. And if I ever bought a player, the least I can do is play him in his best position after having a chat with him and after I already knew before the signing stage where he plays and he fits into my model, and then you give him 10 games minimum and that's it. It's simple. In my eyes, it's simple. I don't give a shit what I see in training. I bought him for a reason, because what I saw on the pitch. And then the rest I like, it's about settling in, isn't it? There's too many things not going right. I get Fornells wasn't David Moyes' player. I get that. Some of you said he's good number 10 through the middle. I have to be convinced with that. Audi, tell me in the chat what Antonio offered today and the last 24 months, my man. Love you anyway. Bees Kneesy, BZ. My inspirations are my Johnny Walker Red Label, mate. Again, we've forgotten what he's like as a winger, my man. He's very good as a winger. Do you remember? Very good. And he'll be a great substitute. He'll be a fantastic substitute. 60 minutes, Mr. Moyes. Wink, wink, wink. 60 minutes. Antonio as a substitute will be fantastic coming on with his pace, with his power. But don't put him up front. Please. Don't. Yes, that silly podcast, my man. That silly podcast, isn't it, my man? Slaughtered. Poor mate, yeah, I know, mate, I know. Peter, Chelmsford, Essex, Peter. Yeah, you got to win at home, haven't you, mate? You got to win at home, haven't you? I'm not eating jelly deal, Steve. I saw a program on it. It's on YouTube. You know the one with the guy who had it, yeah? Steve's trying to call me. I'm doing a live show, Steve. You got to call me later, my man. Mickey Joy, yeah, he's big money, mate. Yeah, absolutely right, Audi. Absolutely right. You naughty boys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a limit to... I think what it is with... Let me go back to that comment again. So, Bees Knees, what it is, David was good. David was the best manager to come in when he went after Pellegrini, and I fought with all the channels, Dan Lawless, all of them. You can put it on. I had a fight with every channel, James, everyone. I stuck up for. I said they all said, "Oh, Jazz, we want a Brazilian one-touch and a film." I said, "Listen, mate, the shit we're in with Pellegrini, you do it in stages. You first have to stop leaking the goals. You have to get fit. You have to get organised, and that's what David done. Hard to be. He done all those things, but after that, you should know the moment to use. It's harsh words. You've used him for that. Now get rid of him and get someone else in to move on to the next level. Wow, lazy ownership does, because they got no foresight, no fucking scouting, nothing. And now we just carry on with it. Now we're safe in it and nothing like that. I don't know who else can come in. I don't know anyone else that can come in. Absolute bullshit, mate. Right? Moyes done his bit. He stabilised us. He got us fit. He got us organised. After that, you got to know the right moment to cut, and that was last summer. And I agree with a lot of the channels. I agree that we would have won that conference with me in charge. I think some of the opposition was a joke. Fucking hell, mate. You get harder games at Hackney Marshes, right? Again, it's a very naughty thing for me to say, but we weren't that great in the final either. I don't give a shit. We won. It's good. Lucky manager. Good. I think we would have won the conference with any other manager, with the league and all that, but we should have got rid of him last season, and then the new manager would have got that 100 million last season that we wasted on Skamaka and the others, and then he would have got another 100 million this season that, again, we're not using the players in the right way, right? And we would have got fucking striker in by then, mind you. You can see all the mistakes. Bit better this season, but there we go. Anyway, we've been going on for an hour, so what I'm going to say in summary, I'll do another show tomorrow. Yeah, for me, very, very embarrassing defeat to one of the struggling teams in the league. They haven't got their money, they've got a half-decent manager, lovely striker, good organisation, fight for the shirt. I've never seen Everton set up like that, where away from home, they knew there's points in this game. Usually Everton played like West Ham. You put 10 people behind the ball usually, but they knew playing 3-4 people up front, that call, Calvin Lewin, one or two others, they knew were there, right? Especially our centre back pairing is fucking shit. Our striker's non-existent, right? That's our two biggest things at the moment. The manager's just fucking had his time anyway. Anyway, I'm going to call it away. I've fucking had enough. I'm going to go and have a couple of more rums, watch a bit of cricket, and then think about a few more things and I'll do a show tomorrow. But thank you everyone who joined. Really respect that. Yeah, let's see what happens in the next couple of days. But I think he's here for the rest of the season, I'm afraid, and I can bark on and jump up and down and swear. But I think I feel bad for the season ticket holders or whoever goes on a day like today when they charge. That's £100 plus day out for that. But anyway, God bless you. Come on, you irons. Let's get a new manager in and take it easy. Take care. Oh, Smithy. Oh, is it? Fucking hell. Listen, I'm going to change my platform. Give me 1 week and I'm going to change it. I've noticed that, mate. I pay for like fucking full HD. Yeah, I'll sort it out. I think maybe too many people on the fucking phone and the internet. But thanks for letting me know that. And I'll definitely sort it out within 1 week for you guys. But God bless you. Thank you for joining in, and let's share the pain. God bless you. Have a lovely Sunday. Come on, you eyes.